Good morning, everybody. How we doing this morning? Oh, hold on. Good morning, Twister. How's your bowl? Let's check. Better fill him up. Well, as you can see, we are in the 1st of April here. We had to buy a little bit of food for our chickens and our ducks, but as you can see, they are producing eggs and reproducing at a good rate. Uh, we've just been busy, busy, busy. In fact, I get so busy um, that I honestly forget to record sometimes. But we have had some brand new births here in our pasture. As you can see, we have a couple of rams and some more baby lambs. And some of our baby lambs are growing up. And if we come back here, oh, here go the deer. We did have a few changes. I did get things moved around over here. And I bought this Ursus bale trailer. It's similar to the one that we had in Greenlands, but doesn't hold as many bales and doesn't stack them quite as high. Uh, Nothing really else has changed around here other than just moving stuff around. Um, we also have more cattle, and we have more bulls actually. And once we get these bulls raised up, we're going to sell them because we don't need that many bulls. We have gone through between me selling and doing some construction projects. We have gone through all of the silage in here. Now, I did, however, buy a bale wrapping baler, like similar. It's a Kubota brand instead, but it's similar to the one that we had in Greenlands. Well, we didn't actually have it, um, but I did buy one. Like I said, everything else pretty much exactly the same, just moved around. We did buy this dually um, tipper instead of our other trailer. I went with something a little bit bigger, and then we had someone come in and wood chip. Cost us $9,000 to have him bring out the wood chipper, but we had all the trees that were right here wood chipped, and here is our TMR mixer. We just load in what we need. It's kind of noisy, so I'll stay back. Between our hay, straw, and our silage, and it makes TMR for us. So we don't have to manually go through and make TMR. We just load it up, feed it to our cattle, and we're good to go. So that cost us a cool $30,000 to have put in. So that silage really benefited. And like I said, I just got so busy selling stuff and doing things, I just didn't hit the record button. Just not something I normally do, but in this case, it's something that I did do. I just forgot to do it. Also, something else that we have done is we have fixed up the Iker that we got. Gave it a touch-up paint job. As you can see, I missed some spots here and there. And some of the paint's a little darker in areas, but I think it looks pretty darn good. Also went through, had it serviced, repaired, needed all brand new injectors, and we've got some diesel canisters over here, and we'll get some diesel in it here shortly. But yeah, that's kind of what's changed over here. I will show you what I have done over on those fields as we drive over there, because we need to go ahead and start planting our sorghum, or as we call it, Milo. So yeah, lots of little changes here and there. Like I said, I just got so busy. I literally did not take time to finish up like I should have, and grab the record button and record things. But as you see, our field over here looks considerably different. That's because I went through, had them chip up the trees, and look how well our grass grew back in. I mean, our path's gone. Um, they chipped up the hedges, chipped up the trees, and in all, we had like 200 and some thousand liters of wood chips. Unbelievably large amount. Well, I went ahead and sold all of them, and that's why we are, between all the selling and everything being done, we're sitting at 55 grand, which I think is wonderful. I'm not going to complain about it. But now we need to go ahead and get this planted. And as you can see, I went ahead and did a little work up here and got this all sprayed down so all the weeds would be dead, that when we got out here to start planting, we could get right to it. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to get right into planting this right away. And I think this is going to be, in my opinion, this should be a very good crop for up here. Should produce quite a bit. And between it and the other crops that we planted, our chickens should have plenty of feed. Well, our chickens and our ducks should have more than enough variety and type of feed to get them through any circumstance that we might have this coming winter. Now, winter was a little rough, lots and back and forth to sell points to get stuff sold off. But overall, it turned out really good for us. We made a little money from what we had, enough to keep going. In fact, it's enough that I'm going to start looking for some more land. I do think it's time that I keep my eyes open and start looking for some more land, because, it wouldn't hurt us to have a little bit more. We got our hands full as it is, but I don't think a little bit more land is going to hurt us. I think it would help us, benefit us for the future, and keep us ingrained in what we're doing. But anyway, I'm going to get this planted, and I'll see you here in just a little bit. All right, here we are finishing up our last little bit, and Yeah, that didn't take too long at all. I was kind of expecting a little bit more time to be taken up, but I'm perfectly fine with it. It seems to be working out really well for the day. Did I get everything there? Yes, I did. Want to make sure I get good coverage here and don't miss any spots if I can avoid it. And I think that has got all of it. So we are going to go ahead and head back over to the farm. And the next thing that needs to be done is we really need to work on this grass. The grass is ready to be cut for the first time for the year. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's always so hard to see. We're just going to have to risk it. And thankfully, nobody was coming. Always so hard to see at times. And I think for the grass, we're going to use the new Iker. Well, new to us, Iker. It's obviously not new, but it is new to us. So that's what we're going to use as soon as we get everything put away here. And I did go ahead and get all of the manure picked up and put into the manure spreader for the time being. Don't have a whole bunch, not enough to fill it yet, but definitely a fair amount. I don't think we need the lights anymore. It was just to help see the edges since we are still kinda in the morning hours. But we'll back up in here and just kind of put this away right. Oops. Maybe we'll do it a little bit straighter. It look like we actually know what we're doing. I mean, not that we're going to admit that we do, but, you know, we can try. Let's see. Is the mower able to be got out of there? Yeah, I think we can get it out of there when we fold it up. But, we'll go get the new to us Iker, and we will start cutting some of this grass. We need to open that up. Oh, after we refuel it. Yeah, we definitely need to do that. Set that there. I just went and got these just so we'd have some fuel here for it. Okay, let's see if we can fuel this thing up a little bit. I don't know how much it's going to take. I just kind of guesstimated. I don't imagine it's probably going to take all of it, and it did not, which is good. That means we'll have a little bit of fuel left over for another time. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, let's see how this thing starts up. Oh my, that was quick and easy. I'm perfectly fine with that. Like I said, you know, there's some dark spots here and there where the paint, isn't the greatest. But I didn't sand it down like I did the other one. I just roughly did it. You know, I didn't do a major overhaul on this tractor. Okay. We'll back up in here and see if we can get hooked up to this mower. I think we can. Oh yeah. Get her folded up here and we'll be ready to go. Okay. I think this is going to handle this mower fairly well. I did some research on it, and this tractor is roughly 100 horsepower. So that's pretty darn good. I'm not going to complain. Okay, let's get right up here in the corner. And we'll close this gate so we can come right around. Alrighty. Unfold it. Turn her on. And away we go. Let's see what happens. Well, seems to be doing a pretty darn good job, looks like. What are you? Oh, I'm stuck on the fence. Come here. I need you to go home, please. Go home. Ah, good boy. He's listening. Don't want to get him run over out here. I'd feel real bad if he got run over. Okay. Yeah, that looks really good. I think we're getting a pretty darn good cut here. Yeah, I got this mower all cleaned up, and man, it does a wonderful job now of just taking this stuff and just whacking it down in a hurry. I mean, it does a really good job. And the old Iker, it doesn't seem to have any issues running this mower whatsoever, which I think is wonderful. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and mow down some of our grass, and I'll be back with you here in just a little bit. All right, there we go. We've got the majority of the grass cut. And yeah, that looks pretty good. Pretty good stand, I would say. I wouldn't say it's the best stand of grass we've ever had, but you know, it's pretty darn good. But we're gonna go ahead and finish up. We have one more piece to work on, and that is right over here by the sheep. And we'll get that quickly done. Or at least I hope so anyway. But I'd say the Iker has held up extremely well. It's doing a really good job, I think. Or at least I feel it is anyway. I think it's doing a great job of working the ground here. But we just got this little bit left to do. Should not take us too long at all. Kind of tight quartered back in here, but I think it'll be okay. It's amazing, our sheep have already started producing wool. I'm so thrilled for that. And we're going to have some rams when they grow up a little bit that we can sell. So yeah, I think we might make out pretty darn good on all of this. See, we missed just a hair bit, but we'll go back and get it. We'll go back and get all of it. Because this thing, when you're mowing, man, it just gets right with it. It has no problem taking off when it comes to mowing. And I'm okay with that. That's perfectly fine with me. Because it does a really good job of just slashing this stuff down. Really, really does. Man, look at that stuff go. And I do like the feature that it has where instead of laying it all out flat, it actually windrows the grass for us. Didn't know that was even an option. Till I read my owner's manual and it said, hey, by the way, did you know you can put this plate in and it will do that? And it's like, all right, I'm perfectly happy with that. But we should have some very happy sheep and goats from all this grass that they're going to have. And hay, which I think we're going to split this as best we can 50-50 between grass and hay. I just haven't decided how yet. How we're going to do that for sure. Because obviously we're going to need hay not only for the sheep but also for the cattle, and we're going to need silage for the cattle. And I don't think one trumps the other on the amount. I think they're going to both equally need, you know, an amount of each. Oop, I don't want to get too close to that darn wall. I mean, I want to try to get as much as I can, but I really don't want to get too close here. And I noticed with our cedar, that's something we're going to work on. I think we're going to look at getting a no-till cedar to try to help us out, and also care and manage for our land. I think it would help out. I really do. There we go. And there we go. That is done. Well, I think that is enough for the old Iker to do. We'll go park it back in the shed. It did a good job today. I'm really impressed. I'll have to clean it back up again, but you know, for our older equipment, it's doing a really good job. I'm impressed by it. There we go. Let's see, how are our sheep doing? They are doing great. Yeah, I've already been through and taken care of everything this morning, so early this morning, because I knew it was going to take a while for us to get all this done. Now, we'll let this rest overnight, and then tomorrow we will windrow it all up, and we'll get everything situated. We'll get to use the Massey again and the Fent. And we'll start that all tomorrow. But our crops are looking great. Won't be too terribly long, about another full month, and we will have our very first harvest here and a chance to really bring in income. I mean, good income for us. And I'm just excited about it. You know, I'm ready. This, there's something special about this place. You know, Greenland's was nice, but I never felt at home. Osada, even though Osada means home, I just never felt at home. But here, I feel at home. And I thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.